Hey, how's it going? It's Walsh here, sick as always. Welcome to episode 23 of my Ruthless SSF run on Acropolis League. As you can see, I'm starting my morning off with accompanied by a map boss, which is great. I decided to throw an omen on it to make them all empowered. It was my first map of the day after making yesterday's video, and it was a terrible idea. It was absolutely terrible. I love this character. Inferno Blow makes a lot of progress, which you'll see very shortly, but this was a little too hard for her. Just a little bit. Anyway, I really hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you near the end. I did end up switching to my Earthquake character, which he made pretty short work of these bosses, but with all of his weird jank gear just sitting in my stash, he was still pretty squishy, but I did end up getting through it. I did, lose a lot of XP on the Inferno Blow. Well, not a lot, because I barely had any anyway, but she is zeroed out, but that's okay. Anyway, carrying on, I did find a plus tier rating corpse, which is always amazing to find. I have a lot of crafting I want to do this league, so much crafting. And I gotta tell you, if you haven't played, like, if you haven't been playing Ruthless at all or Necropolis, those corpses are very rare. Anyway, the highest I've gotten to right now is 27 stacks of trauma. And I gotta tell you, when the trauma stacks are up there, the damage actually feels really nice. But I am not, I am absolutely not capable of tanking it yet. I think, at first I was thinking if I can just get enough armor, it'll probably be okay. But now I'm thinking that's not gonna cut it. Also I got my first Hesman, which is pretty amazing. I do think I'm gonna have to switch the Devotos out just so I can take like physical taken as lightning or whatever. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, Earthquake is disgusting. My God, I deleted this boss, no issue. And I have a Cyrus fight, so I figured I'd jump into that. I'm gonna tell you right now, I think I need to drop my Anoint because I'm not really mapping on this character anymore, and I think I just need to take movement speed. As you can see there, my damage, when I actually get a chance to hit Cyrus, I chunk him for so much. But the problem is, I'm just so slow. I'm like 32% movement speed or something like that. I'm just so slow, and my damage uptime is just so tiny. Like, anytime he. Granted, that was like a bad blink. I shouldn't have moved that way. I should have waited to see where he was going to go. But really, really difficult when you're melee, let alone melee with like 30% movement speed. I think it's like 32. I'm not exactly sure. I did get another March of the Legion with a +5. Unfortunately, the movement speed sucked, but I mean, I'll still double corrupt them anyway. But yeah, a little sad I failed Cyrus, but I mean, I kind of have my doubts I could do it just because the movement's it's so harsh. Like, if you can't just instantly kill Cyrus, if you are very low movement speed, it's a very rough fight. Granted, I'm sure a really good player could easily do it on my Earthquake because he does so much damage, but I could not. Anyway, Kirak was very kind to me. He gave me a Poor Joy on top of the Hesman that I bricked the fight, but it happens. But yeah, I got a Poor Joy, which is great, which gave me a scouting report, which is pretty random. I didn't even know you could get those in unique maps, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, another +1 on the Atlas tree, which is always amazing because, I love those points. I got a +1 all minions for a wand, and honestly, I'm just going to save that and waste a fracturing orb on it because why not? There's a very low chance that I'm ever going to play a minion character this league. Also, the Kirak unique quest, I got a second unique right after it, which is kind of funny. I got Vinctar Square, which is great. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm probably not going to play melee, or sorry, melee, minions. Minions are so busted and ruthless. They're so powerful. But you never know. I might think of something trash. After a ton of grinding, I don't know how many hours, but a lot, I finally have my six-link craft. If you remember, when I got that six-link craft, like the corpse, like days ago. It took me this long just to get the stuff to make it, and here we go. Oh my god, that is that is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Not only was it six tier ones, but all six tier ones rolled the absolute highest value that they possibly could. So yeah, we got that going for us now. The thing is, like, it's a pretty incredible armor, but the build I plan on using, granted, it's probably gonna work for a lot of builds, but I have a very specific character I want to roll next. It is something that is way out of my comfort zone, and I have no idea how it's gonna go, but hopefully I can get it soon. I'm very impressed with this character, already level 86. We are in the Vinctar Square, which I mean, honestly, it's probably just because no one wants to go in here. There's no loot in here. But I was the first one in here, which is pretty fun. It's always fun to see that pop up. I highly doubt I'm ever going to use the Vessel of Ingtar, but who knows, right? But yeah, my main character I want to make this league requires a two-handed sword. I'm actually going to use POB for this character because, I mean, I obviously use POB very lightly. I mean, it's very obvious. Sometimes you look at POE Ninja, whatever, just to get some reference points. I did take the cane, get it 6-socketed. If I get this 6-linked, I'll definitely try to make a build with it. If it 5 links, I might. Not saying I will, but I might. Because it'd be kind of fun to play. I think someone, it was either in the comments or in my Discord, mentioned that it would be pretty fun to use Blade Blast and something else with it. And that kind of that kind of sounds fun, to be honest with you. But anyway, I did manage to kill the Hydra on Inferno Blow. It took like 2 minutes, so it was definitely not a quick fight. But I took her down, which feels really nice. Usually when I play Inferno Blow, which granted I think I've only played on Ruthless like once. I could be wrong. Have I even played it once on Ruthless? I'm not really sure. But usually I played as a chieftain, and usually I really struggle to kill anything, like especially map bosses, even at lower tier. But this character is doing really well. It feels pretty nice, and I think the biggest reason for that is trauma. Because in the past I have not had trauma or used trauma for whatever reason. And oh, actually, I think the last time I played it, I don't even know if it was in the game yet, or if I even had one. So that could be why. But now that I have it, man, all I want to like, it feels like I should drop damage on my tree just so I can get defense and survive trauma. I really think that's the way to go. As you can see here, I'm going to go all the way up to 32 trauma, and I don't know how my health was sustaining. I think also what I need to do, at least for now, I changed my anoint for a life recoup, which I don't think is going to do much. I mean, yeah, I got to 32, which is the highest I've ever gotten to, but I think that was a combination of other things happening. That's why I could survive. But I do think Recoup is going to be at least somewhat, like, I don't know, influential for this. I think, like, the goal would be to get it on both of my rings. I don't know how high the tiers go, but even if it only goes to, like, 9%, getting to 18, I'd be at, like, 32 or 36%. I can't remember how much the anoint is. And even just being at 35%, I feel like would make a huge difference. But I could be wrong. This might be a total waste of time, but I got 2 black oils, by the way. This might be a total waste of time, but I'm going to try it anyway. I used the Harbinger Orb. I didn't think it would work on a tier 16, but I mean, you have to try. It would have been cool to get a beachhead. I haven't been in one of those in my entire time on Ruthless, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I've ever been a beachhead on Ruthless. I mean, granted, there's no way I'm ever going to get like a unique from it, but it'd just be cool to go in there. And plus, I think it was pretty decent XP. Anyway, got another temple there. I'm going to save it up just because I'm close to leveling up. And I don't want to die when I'm about to level up because that makes me very sad. Anyway, just going through some tier 16s now, just chilling. I don't always stay in tier 16, but when I'm close to leveling up, I just jump up there because it's really good XP. I got another life tap, which is fantastic. And we're about to level up. Hold on. Wait for it. Okay, it's taking longer than I expect. There we go. Level 87. Level 87. This character is leveling up very quickly. Way faster than I ever had any right to expect. Did a couple cheap crafts. I got a nice leveling ring, I guess. I mean, level 48, whatever. Going for another random craft. And it's an upgrade. I've randomly created an upgrade, so I mean, hey, we'll take it. Not only did that give me more health, but now I'm actually positive chaos res, which is disgusting. And yeah, I don't think there's any chance I can get to 5k health on this character. But if I can get a lot more armor and maybe another endurance charge somehow, I think this character could do more drama. I got a Val and Purity of Fire from the Architect, which is radical. I love the Ghost Room, man. I've like if you have a tier 3 Ghost Room, you're always leaving with something. Even if it's not something you want, you're gonna get something. That's all I can say. Anyway, gotta do a quick swap, and it is trash. What do you expect? I think the plan now is just to like get some more heist stuff, maybe jump on Earthquake to do some blueprints. But to be honest with you, I kind of think that she could do blueprints. At least I think so. Hey, if you made it this far in the video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I am level 87, 16% of the way to 88. Character is feeling pretty incredible. As you can see, without any buffs or anything, I have 12k armor. But as soon as we go into our hideout, we have 22k. When I'm moving around, it's only 19, but 22k is not too bad, especially for a non-juggernaut. My molten shell does feel pretty incredible. It's very nice, and with the automatic triggering granite flask, it's a pretty good time. I'm pretty defensive. My fire when I actually have endurance charges, my fire res is 81 because I have the increased cap, and of course the lightning res is 79. But it's kind of hard to get res when you're wearing all these uniques, so it is what it is. At some point, the dream would be to have like gloves with higher armor, but I'm probably never going to invest a corpse into that because these are good enough. I think the main way Like, I think the only chance this character ever has of tanking more trauma stacks is to drop the Devotos and go for another helmet. But, like, I don't know if I can ever do that. I don't know if I can ever justify dropping Devotos because it's such a huge quality of life, and the main focus of this character is mapping. As you can see, without any rage or anything, I have 50 movement speed, which is freaking radical. Absolutely amazing. The weapon is awesome. I love this axe. The biggest goal right now is farming for a corpse that way, or a corpse, like you only need one. Farming for multiple corpses to try to make a two-handed sword, which will absolutely be used with this armor. Luckily, though, crafting the sword is going to get a lot easier now, at least in theory, because I don't need to six link it anymore. I actually have this six link, and that character can't do anything with two six links. So that's good news. This armor is pretty disgusting if you look at it. Like, what the hell am I looking at? Like, I will never have anything like this ever again. I actually hit the actually grand increased global fizz damage. Unfortunately, the character isn't going to be using fizz, but I don't have the heart to roll over it right now. Plus, you never know what might happen between now and then. Anyway, I have a couple of guardians saved up. I do feel pretty, it's always embarrassing when you fail a fight, especially one as like vital as Cyrus and Maven and stuff like that. But at the same time, if you like way before Ruthless, like all these bosses used to just be a tedious chore. So I would much rather them be something difficult, something you actually have to work to overcome. Unless you're playing something meta. If I was playing something like DD or something, they would just die. Like it wouldn't matter if I died because I would only need like 2 lives to kill them. But anyway, it's really fun just to play it on some really shitty character. Obviously, it's embarrassing because the thing is, a good player, like a really skilled mechanical player, could absolutely do the Cyrus, even in my Earthquake as it stands right now. At third, it'd be kind of fun to see like a really good player try that. Like try playing a character, a melee character with 32% movement speed, made like around 1 mil DPS, and no movement skills. It'd be really interesting to see it, and to be honest with you, hopefully it would make me feel better, but I feel like it would make me feel worse because you would see them just crush it. Anyway, I only need one more splinter for a Maven, and as soon as I get it, I'm just going to try it. I'm just going to jump in with Earthquake and see what happens. Anyway, I don't want to make this too long. I have a ton. I actually have all the gems I need for the character. I don't want to highlight any of them because you're probably going to figure out what I'm going to play. But the plan right now, just keep plugging away. Do some 13s, mostly do tier 14s plus, do stuff like that. Save up Guardians. Once I get like 3 or 4 of them, switch to Earthquake. And also, if I switch to Earthquake, I actually have 4 of these to do. I don't know if I'm going to do them, but I honestly might. But anyway, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. And if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you Monday.